Okay, we back, we back, we back, we back. We ready. It's Friday. Friday is Friday. And I want you to look at this one stock that I'm dealing with. One stock that I'm dealing with. I'm gonna share my screen and I want you to just put up our tool and I want you to look at this one. And I'm gonna adjust some of this volume that's in my ear right now. I'm gonna adjust some of this volume. Y'all take a minute. Okay. Okay, we good now. Yeah, okay. This is what we call Vistra. It's a stock, it operates in integrated retail electricity and power generation. This is going to be for these data centers. That's why it's so high. I should have got it when it was low, 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 but I had to come in at what 170. Um, but these are the ones going to be powering this one going to go up. I think the consensus is that this one is should be about 250. I bought it at 170, about they say 233, but I think it's consistent with all these. They going around buying power centers right now to generate these data centers. So our tools say they trading about 48% below the estimated value. So let's look at this thing. Let's look at the valuation and see how this thing is going. It should be like 352, and yesterday it was 180, but now it's like 167. So I'll advise you, who of you out there, to really take a look at this one. Because if you look at this one right here, the 180, and it's down right now to 167, 168. I got it at 170. That's because shorts is going in and shorting this thing. And it should be about fair value should be around 352. They upped it because now Meta, went in and they partnered with these guys to get electricity for their data centers. So if Meta partnering with these guys, you know what's going on. Okay. So I'm looking at that. I just want to give you a look below fair value, significantly below fair value. They right here. You got Tela Energy, but this is the energy. This is the electron. It's Exxon. All of you know these names. Okay. Let's look at future growth. Okay, future growth is it got some negatives. Revenue versus market right now, and then it's got high growth revenue. Okay, this earnings about 25% per year at forecast growing faster because of the data centers. Past performance, you know, you can look at it, past performance, they haven't been doing so good in past performance. Nobody almost do good, except, NVIDIA and all those other guys. Company industry, you know, past earnings analysis. Financial health. This is what I look at. Uh-oh, we got some issues here. Houston, we have problems. Financial health issues, okay. Short-term liabilities, long-term liabilities. The short term is about $8.4 billion. Do not cover the short term liabilities. Okay, the short term assets is 8.4 billion. Do not cover its long term liabilities. That's why they went in partnership with Meta. Okay, it's got warning sign liability and equities because they get giving it up. Net debt to equity is about 308 is considered high. The debt to equity is about from 128% to 330% over the past 5 years because they've been giving away. Meta to the rescue. The debt is well covered, operating cash, and the interest is not covered. Payment, the debt is not well covered by the EBIT. It's like 2.2 times. Okay. So we got a problem here. Let's look at the dividends, and they probably don't give any because that was like I said, they just booted up in the last couple of months, you know. But this is the one we got to take. You got to look at this one. You got to take it. Unless data centers don't do anything, but this is what's going to be feed your data centers. Management, okay. Management is all green, 4 for 4. Okay, Jim Burke is Chief Operating Officer. Uh, and then he's got US, he's probably got a lot. Look, he makes 12 million a year. Compensation versus market is about right because this company is one of the ones, probably institutions. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. These guys look, they're making some money. They're making some money. Experienced management the average age is 54 years old, so they well seasoned. He's got tenure 3 point, he got 7.8, and this guy right here, or this Scott Helm and Paul and James 8.5. He got 8.5. Experienced board, but people been selling. Steve Moore, John, these guys been selling. These insiders, recent insiders, but this guy went out and right. Jim Putty, you can see these are not. So right now, people been selling. It's an institutional stock. That's why I love it. General public only owns 7%. These other guys, state government, all of. So they've been shooting up. I mean, they shot up in the last few weeks. And now they got Mega on board. You're gonna see what's going on. BlackRock on them. That's what I want to see. They own billions of them. And they own that, in other words, your pensions in this Vanguard. These two, when I see them at the top, Qatar, what are you doing in here? The electricity. JP Morgan. Okay, look at all the big boys. I just wanted to show you. Everybody should be at least have. I only got 50. I don't have enough liquidity to get any more, but I'm steady putting more in there. I got rid of some of the little ones that pour into this. T. Rowe Price is in there. All the big ones. Charles Schwab. But right now, Vanguard he's the largest one. He's the largest shit, like 12%, and then BlackRock at 8% of this company. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. Now let's get back. I got 8 minutes to look at it. It won't take me that long to look at it. Let's reshare our screen. But I want y'all to look at this. This is an institutional stock. Insiders buying. They selling. Okay. The tenure, the board, them, they know what they're doing. They got the tenure and they got the smarts and know-how to see this one through. So let's go back in and let's get into the market, what it's doing for KTL. Let's see our screen now. Let's get back. E-Trade. Okay. I went and bought some stuff. This is another one I'm gonna do next week too. This is another one that you got to keep your eyes on. You should be buying this one right now too, because this APIL is Applied Digital, and they did have something to do with electricity and all that other stuff, the data centers and stuff. This one was about $7 about 3 weeks ago. This is about $7 a share. Now it's $35. It's $36 a share. I picked it up. I picked 50 of them up just to keep, I got rid of something. This one right here, this one is going to do what it do. And I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah, I might as well go in there. Let's see if I can make some money off this one real quick. Okay. Let me. Oh, okay. I don't have enough money to cover it now. That's why I stopped. So let me cancel it out. Because I took that money and I put it where it would belong. And look at EG. I picked up this one to EGY, and it's not making me a little money. Only maybe 67 cents, but they moved the price target upwards to $9, so it's got a 50% rate running. And matter of fact, it's one of these energy companies because the energy is gonna take off. Then GovOx, I had to go back and even though they I only got 100 of them. I bought it 292, they 303, they made me about $10. Let's see if they can move this train because I still like GovOx. GPUS. I made a little money on Jeepers, and remember I had 3,000 shares, and I got it down to 100, and then now it's, because it went under my threshold. I bought it like 12 cents or something like that, and now it's up to 28 cents. Now I got it 29 cents, so you see I'm losing it out a little bit. I might sell this all together come Tuesday after the holiday. I'm gonna still leave this one alone because I got a lot. This has been up there for about over a year and a half, and I still haven't yielded any day. I got 3 million shares. That's healthy choice, and so I'm gonna leave that alone. Netflix is having earnings next week on the 20th. It's confirmed after market close. That's why I went and got 50 a Netflix, because at 88 cents, I think it was at 111 was when they did that split, and they down to 88. But after, I guarantee you, after they brought Warner Brothers and all them, they're gonna do you justice, and we're gonna see what that Nvidia is down a little bit too today. 181. I got it at 181. It's 186. They were always like, they were losing me money all week. Novo, I bought 10 of them because they got that little weight loss drug. So I went and picked up 10 of these, and I'm based on what some of these others do. It went when 159 really went from like 50 something early under 50s. Now it's making me a little money. Okla, this was part of that deal with I think it's Okla is part of that, because these guys are part of that data center thing, energy, data centers and stuff like that. So Politar is not doing any well, so I'll probably get rid of them. I got only 2 of them anyway. I'm gonna let them go do, but Politar, you got to keep them on your radar. When I get some money from these two, I'm just gonna dump it back into Politar. SIDU, they're not doing well, but they making at least they make me a little bit of money. I had 300 of them, but I said no. They underperforming again. This one right here is dealing with the fuel. I bought it at 107. It's about 109. I think it's time for me to sell this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more money in this thing. I just go ahead and sell it. It's only 100 of them. I think they did what they were supposed to do. I'm gonna get it off a limit, put it on market. I made a little bit of money, but that's all right. At least I don't. I'm okay. This one right here, this like that. They see it's 167. I guarantee you it'll be about 300. It's supposed to be about 300. I guarantee you it'll be about 250 next week sometime. Soon as Meta start pumping that money, or as soon as offerings, or I think it's next week, we're gonna see a turnaround on this one right here, because people gonna come in come Tuesday. They're gonna start buying this thing again. And the volume is up. That's why people do it. 11 million. I guarantee you people are buying this at 167. 11 million people. Now they got the volume. Now they got the company behind them. Now they're ready to rock and roll. So I'm waiting on this one. This one right here. When this one go up to like 230, I done made my money. Okay. Let's see. VXTR, I got 1,000 of them. I bought it 36. It's 70. I think this is a winner, folks, because this can go up to $100. This is one of those gummies, COVID, and they got some more. This is one of those medical stocks that got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Okay, this one right here, another medical stock. I don't know why I keep this. This is one of these health, weight loss or whatever. But I bought it 36, it's 40, and make me a little money. So I'm just trying to hold on to all this. Markets get ready to close. The winner is clearly APLD. The rest of them is putty. But you wait. I'm waiting on. This is definitely APLD is the one. APLD. So I didn't get back up. I look like I lost $1,000 this year so far. And this is the 15th. This is the 16th. Martin Luther King weekend. But let's see what's gonna happen next week. Okay. Let's see what happens next week. So it's 4 o'clock. I lost today about 200 some dollars. I'm still to the good over here, but no, I'm $17,000 down. So we're gonna make that $17,000 up pretty soon. And that all came from this one right here. I'm still waiting on my motorcycle change. This one right here, this motorcycle, this electric motorcycle, it's still in the research stage. They're getting ready to sell this thing, sell these motorcycles, and then that's when this one gonna pop. That's why I'm keeping 10,000. It's only about $500 or $400 because the law is losing me money right now. But that's what investments don't do that. When it's down, you go shopping. Okay, so I'm taking a look at Netflix next week. Let's see what they do next week. That's going to decide whether I'm gonna take that $4,000 out of Netflix and put it in one of these, put it apply first, and then come down here and Politar. I think gonna get some meat of that too. Okay, we're gonna stop sharing. God bless you. God keep you. God cause face shine on you and give you peace. Now let's see what happens on Tuesday. See if we or we might we don't know what Tuesday gonna bring if the Lord will. Okay, we'll see. God bless you.